Right. Oh, that took a second, but alright. I am here. I am cold, considering it is 55 degrees in my room. Or, I guess, I say my room, but at this point, I don't even sleep in here. So, I don't know. It's 55 degrees in here. 57 in the entire place. You know, it's not a big place, but still. It's cold. That's the point. It's cold. I have not ran the heat, or at least, like, the main gas furnace all week now. I'm just trying to, not run it if I don't have to. I'm probably going to have to run it tonight. But I have an electric heater next to me, and so that's at least going to stop me from suffering from the cold for too long. And it's already went up a full degree in here. It's only been running for not even 5 minutes. Wow, I cannot hear anything. There we go. Okay. Right, there was some barbecue jackfruit frickin' thing in Pam's Harvest Craft, and there's no way I know to acquire it. Right. You know what, I'm gonna look that up right now. I should look that up on the other browser, because it won't be as demanding. Pam's Harvest Craft BBQ jackfruit. Also, I had to use a different coffee cup today. Doesn't matter why, but I had to use a different one. And I did not realize that me setting the coffee to like the 12-ounce setting would fill this thing up all the way. So I have coffee that I can't drink because it's way too damn hot and I can't add anything to it because there's no space in the cup. Did not realize it was that small. And Benny, hi. Unusual, I don't remember if you're a double account or not, but hi if you're not. Can I just spill some in the sink? Would be wasteful. Yeah, I won't be doing that. I feel like this barbecue jackfruit item was a mistake. Take a sip at a time. Yeah, that's going to instantly burn my tongue. I'm just looking at this right now. Apparently, all it takes is mustard seed, tomatoes. Oh, never mind. That's for Harvest Craft 2. I don't think this is 2. This is 12.2, so I assume that's version 1. Okay. Either way, I was just curious to see if it was a craftable item. Supposedly, you can craft this. For some reason, it doesn't have a recipe, though. Because it should be right here. It should be jackfruit, a saucepan, and barbecue sauce. But that's weird. I can right-click on the item. I know how to use just enough items. Yeah, no, it's the only Pam's Harvest Craft item I have seen that doesn't give you a recipe. Supposedly, somewhere there is a recipe for it. But I bet if I even put it in a thing, I bet it won't work. You know what? This isn't cheating. This is experimenting. This is experimenting. I will throw all of this away once I confirm that this does or does not work. I think it was saucepan. Was it? Shit. History. That. No, it's not a saucepan, it's a skillet. So there's that. So in that orientation, supposedly right there is this supposed to make a jackfruit. The barbecue jackfruit. Right there. Yeah, that's... Yeah, so apparently according to that wiki, is a known recipe that does not work. Apparently, people in 2019 could not get it to work either. I mean, yeah, right there, it doesn't work. I just saw it. Oh, I didn't realize I could click to delete right here with that. I did not realize that you could do that when you have that setting turned on. Good to know. To not accidentally try and drop something there to make space and delete it permanently. Because I would do that with a tool and I would be insanely upset about it. Well, yesterday was a clusterfuck, so today is kind of better. Kind of. I don't know. Just gonna go right back to what I was doing. What was it, Tuesday? Just trying to get these two buildings finished, even though there's supposed to be another one there. Get rid of this tall grass. I do not want it. And get rid of this crap. It's only going to create problems. And my mouse already did its thing. That was my day yesterday. I felt like that was that bad that I didn't want to stream. Oh, it was insanely bad. Let's just say I've had a migraine ever since about 1 p.m. yesterday. Go ahead and start with people damaging things horribly on a forklift and just leaving it for somebody else to discover. I wasn't the one who discovered it, but as, I guess, the unofficial, but according to some people, the official forklift operator of that store, of course, that's going to fall down on me to fix and deal with. And then, how about the store manager just basically lying their ass off, but not admitting to it? But I know 100% that they were lying because I am the only one in the store that truly knows about how a certain FedEx thing works. She doesn't. And she said that she was going to, or at least somebody else said that she was changing my schedule, another person's schedule, to better work with FedEx's schedule. Which is complete bullshit, because I know for a fact not a single person there knows how our FedEx pickups work besides myself. And I could not get the opportunity to call them out on their crap today, because somebody else went ahead and tried to break into the store overnight and try to steal firearms. So now I'm the asshole for going into work and being all fired up, getting ready to cuss out a manager, basically, while they're dealing with that situation. So that situation didn't even happen. And no, this is not a woman thing. This is a... At this point, I'm starting to think this is somebody else trying to say that the manager said this, or said that reason with FedEx stuff, to try and start something. I cannot confirm this, but what the manager said versus what somebody else told me are two completely different things. But we haven't had this manager for long. I have no inclination to believe her, but honestly, I believe her more with what she said versus what somebody else said with the FedEx stuff. So I think somewhere one of the assistant managers is going behind the actual manager's back to screw me and another person over because they've done it before. They've done it to several people. And they have openly admitted to doing it too. But nope, they never got fired for it. Oh well. This is not work. I wish it was. I wish I got paid for this, but I don't. And did I know the original stack size was indeed 99, not 64? That's interesting. Actually, I won't lie, I prefer it being 64. To me, it is a more satisfying number, and I'm just too used to making that number game froze horribly. That number work when building, making stacks or whatever. But 99, I like just having more in my inventory, but that's about it. So Arctic originally wanted to go with 128, and I said, let's split down the middle and just do 99, no third digit, and right then and there was like, okay, deal. And that was the end of it. That's why it's 99, not 100 or higher. Corporate assholes never admit to wrongs, apparently. They occasionally do. So these people aren't corporate. They're store manager level. They are below corporate. I have went to corporate before for our previous store manager within his first 2 weeks with a problem, and apparently corporate did not see a single thing wrong with that. And so that manager, I and 2 other people had a nice long talk in the office for about 30 minutes within his first 2 weeks about the situation. He didn't know who contacted corporate. He just got an email this morning about, I think it was about 20 images, was about the maximum Google would let me send in an email. And corporate saw nothing wrong with what I would say was several safety and food violation things with racking for putting heavy pallets up in steel. Things were, in my opinion, stacked unsafely. There were chemicals on top of different chemicals that, when combined together, would create an even more hazardous chemical and actually smoke out the entire building. Corporate and this manager did not see anything wrong with that. And so I was the asshole for turning them into corporate when apparently there was nothing wrong according to corporate. But yeah, that was a fun time. You didn't have the best days these past few weeks, like 2 weeks more or less. I don't know. Time has been stupid recently. Life has been fucking stupid. But you gotta do what you gotta do to just keep going, right? Can't just quit a job. Can't just do that. Trust me, I fucking want to. Damn near every single day, I think I went too far. That is not an option. It is not an option, sadly. Yeah, I went way too far. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. This is the reason why I don't like having so much grass here. I cannot see jack shit. As long as I clear out like half this, it's fine. Then I can see a lot better. It's a lot less dense. I don't know why I'm switching left and right. I'll just do this for a bit. Clear out some, just enough to make it easier to see everything from a distance. When I can't see a sidewalk from a distance, then it's a problem. Yeah, I guess no one cares why the days weren't good, so you're just gonna go and do DS. I mean, you can if you want to. I mean, I'm already here complaining myself, but if you want to, go ahead. But I'm not, I hate to say this, but I'm not a very empathetic person, and you're probably not going to get much of a response out of me. You're probably going to get a response that's me being an unintentional asshole, where I'm just reacting to it, but I'm kind of being an asshole, but I don't mean to be. Because that's usually how it goes down. Usually how shit happens around here. I'll just burn that. Yep. Die alright. Oh, there is none in there, okay. Stack. I don't know if that's enough or not. We'll find out. Just all big tile. Perfect. Short women getting period is freaking annoying, especially when they hide something from you for months and you only find out about it yourself. What did they hide? I mean, I get women on their periods. I have a coworker that is, I would say naturally just flirtatious, but not flirtatious trying to get with anybody. That's just who she is. But yeah, when she is on her period, she is very open with it. She's very open about it to me and not really anybody else besides other female people, female coworkers. But yeah, there's definitely a shift in attitude and emotion and actions sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. But what did they hide? Because that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Talking to a guy for 3 months of your 6-month relationship, and that lit a red bulb for me. It would probably, it would probably click in my head too. So, sorry to hear that. You do what you think is right for that situation, but don't do something stupid. That's about all I can say there. I've never been in a relationship. I don't know anything about him really, but yeah, that kind of situation is never good. They've been talking for hours every day. Yeah, last time I saw a, I guess, female friend of mine years ago, this was literally like, not even 3 years ago, where she was, I wasn't trying to date her, she was just a roommate at the time. Yeah, she would spend almost all of her free time talking to some guy that was not even in the same state as us. And it was very obvious what was happening there. Very obvious. She says she's like a brother to her, but your gut feeling says otherwise. I would ask both of them. Say the best thing you can do is simply ask without assuming anything, at least without letting them assume, or letting them know you're assuming that. Just straight up ask them. You'll either get the answer you want, or the answer that you need. Like, sometimes being pretty direct with things is the way to go. But you don't take advice from somebody that's never dated anybody before. You asked your girlfriend, and that's what she answered. Yeah. I've gotten that. I have had that situation with myself, with a girl before. Technically 2 at this point. But it's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. I've definitely had a female friend when I was in high school that I would talk more with than she would with her actual boyfriend. And it was kind of weird. I definitely brought it up several times, and the way I looked at it and the way she looked at it were two completely different things. I think I think certain women are more open to having more male friends closer than guys are to having more female friends closer. I don't know. At least that's what I've had sometimes with a couple of people. It's definitely weird. And since 2 days ago, she's been ignoring your messages and calls 70% of the time. I would say that's probably not because of her period, but you know her better than I do. You do what you need to do in that situation. That's all I can tell you there. People are assholes. I need to go to 33. That is 34, okay. She also used to be a player in the past, so that's what you're worried. That one's out of my knowledge. Ah, son of a bitch. I didn't even place the block, it reappeared. Okay. It reappeared right before I pressed right click. And I'm gonna break one more of these, but you do what you need to do. And I need more tool durability. Let's see. Nope, I just need to sell all that crap real quick. Get it out of here. Yep, I kind of forgot I can sell sunflowers. Well, this has been an interesting stream already, hasn't it? Gone from complaining about work to relationship things. Yep. It's better than some of the other ones I guess I've had in the past with the religion stuff. You swear I said I wasn't streaming. That was yesterday. That was yesterday. You went through more breakups than I can imagine, so you wouldn't care even if she did cheat. You'd just be disappointed. Well, you know better about it than I do. You do what you need. But yeah, I don't know shit about anything. I'm just gonna wait for the sunset real quick before I go over there, place 2 blocks, and come right back. Still have a headache, though. That's not going away. It's not as bad as it was, but it's still existing. That coffee is very hot still. It's been how long since I brewed it? Over 20 minutes. Stream's been going for 19, and I had it brewed before I started streaming, and then left it there for a bit too. So I guess maybe this cup is a good insulator. I mean, it did come from Starbucks. But I did not buy it myself. It's a very nice cup though. It's like black background, black inside with like kind of some, I guess flower design is what you would call it. I mean, it's kind of an odd style of flowers. I don't know. And you're gonna trust her. You don't want to be controlling, not trusting the boyfriend. I mean, I don't know. I just don't. That's not what I meant to do. I just had a realization. I gotta test this on the inside, or the inside of this real quick. Let's select dirt. I'm going to select it as... I like how there's reinforced dirt. Yeah, that's gonna help. Layers, vertical streaks, horizontal streaks. That might be what I'm looking for. We'll do chisel of 3. Nope, it doesn't work with this. It might need to be a grass block then, which I can make. I can craft, actually. Sounds stupid. I can craft a grass block. I can craft one. So we're going to craft one for experimenting purposes, just because I had an idea and wondering if it actually works. Not like I'm ever going to probably use it, because it's dirt, but it'd be kind of interesting to see. I don't know how it placed 2 there. That was weird. Should just be that. And then I could turn 1 block of dirt into 9. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Oh, it does not work with grass. Got it. That's a shame. Does not work with grass blocks. That's a damn shame. Well, at least I have... Is that lined up? It's definitely not. It's supposed to be on this one. I don't know how I messed that up. Yeah, it's supposed to be right here, not here. Got a random damn painting. Okay. Wow, my headache is actually getting worse with these two screens in front of me. That's not good. Not good at all. It's better than it was this morning and yesterday, but it was real bad at like 10, 11 o'clock when I was physically like moving pallets, cleaning up a room that I shouldn't have to clean up to get a truck in there, but it's whatever. Because of blue light emitting from the screens. I even have the red light, or the red... Basically the blue light filter, whatever you want to call it, for Windows. I've always had that on once I discovered that was a thing, because it genuinely puts less strain on my eyes when I sit at a computer screen all day. I need rest in a dark and chill room. Chill as in not cold but not warm. Well, currently it's 60 degrees in here, and if I go to the futon where I sleep, that would be 57 degrees. And yeah, either way, that's not gonna probably happen. Even if I wasn't streaming, I would be sitting here watching YouTube, or no, probably playing Bloons Tower Defense for the daily thing and watching YouTube, and then just watching YouTube. Yup. Now I need Street View to see if this building has the same bottom as the rest. That's the same. Yeah, okay, it does. I forgot. I'm gonna have a real fun time figuring out what wood to use for this damn place. Yep, that's gonna be a fun time. Small bricks. It's going to be real fun trying to figure that crap out. How many do I go past? Oh, I just meet them on the corner. That's fine. So, like that. How many deep do I go? Well, there's supposed to be a sidewalk behind it, actually. There is. So it goes... I think it's just... one dirt. One dirt and then one diorite. Okay. That works. Yeah, that works. There are supposed to be back doors here, but I'm not worried about making them anytime soon. Because that's, for this area, I would say is an unnecessary feature. It's like, yeah, I could, but I'm not going to take the time to do that specific thing, even though I should. I probably did at the other places, too. Yeah, I can do it when I put the top on and put windows in. Yep, that'll be fine then. I'll do it like that. Thanks for listening, by the way. You need to really let it off your chest. No problem. But I'm definitely not a good person to vent to. just gonna say that. Because if you talk to your parents about it, probably get scolded because they don't even know you got a girlfriend. Not that they care at the least. My parents definitely would not give two shits if I told them I had a girlfriend. They definitely would not. There's also a witch underground somewhere down there. I hear it cackling. It's fun. So, guys, I gotta find that cave someday. Doesn't matter that much, but I don't know. If the world is a server someday, yeah, the less mobs, the better. So we'll make the doorways here because it's gonna get dark, and the more sunlight in here, the better. That is really hard to see the difference between 3 and 2 blocks here. That outline, if you can't really see it, you cannot see it. Like, I can kind of get to the point where I'm strafing sideways and I can count, but that's a little difficult to see. There are 2 types of Bloons TD6 players. People that simp for Sada and people who play for fun. I mean, Sada is a good tower, but there's other options too. Okay. People are weird. We'll just leave it at that. People are fucking weird. If you're simping for a monkey character in a tower defense game, I think you need to go reset your priorities. Cough, cough, ISAP. I don't know what that is. Yep, don't know. Okay, well, I gotta find some kind of wood or some kind of block that is like a mix between a pink and a red. I would not call it a... I wouldn't really call it a light red, but it's kind of like an off red. So I'm just gonna look up red. Obviously, that's not going to be helpful. Concrete is not what I have, nor is it what it would be. Redstone, that's not even close. Chiseled redstone blocks do look nice, though. Redwood is not quite right. Sab's YouTube, who legit made the whole thing, saw it getting sent over. Ah. That's just weird. Just weird. Also, apparently there's a severed ear in varied commodities. That's weird. I might just use cherry wood and say screw it. Cherry wood with what, smooth planks? I think is what I did with the birch at the end. Realized that smooth is so much better than anything else. Apparently you can turn that into more. Like I need to, but eh. I might just have to do cherry wood. I don't have many red options. Any chance I know how to beat Impoppable on Dark Castle? I've only ever done 2 maps on Impoppable. I could do more, but I definitely would not be able to do Dark Castle. No way in hell. Any of those, I don't think I could even do an intermediate map on Impoppable. Maybe one of them, but I'm a very casual player, just kind of playing for fun. I'm not trying to get everything. You black bordered Dark Castle once. Yeah, nah. I only have one thing black bordered, and that is, I can't even think of it. Is it Monkey Lane? Is that what the first map is? Or whatever the very first map is. That is the only one I've taken the time to black border just to see what happened. And I haven't done it with any other map since. And that was probably over a year ago. Monkey Meadow. Ah. Okay. What am I thinking of Monkey Lane then? I don't know. Cubism is also an easy map to black border. Is that the... I know what Cubism is. That probably is an easy one. Especially since you have water on it, right? I want to make sure I'm thinking the right one. Oh, I can just see the artwork when I type in Cubism. It has to be that. Bloons TV6. Yeah, it's that map. Yeah, you can easily beat Impoppable on that one. No, I just want to make sure I was thinking the right thing in my head. Yeah, now that would be easy. I'm not going to do it, but... I mean, you just need a lot of damage. And then you just need to be able to take out the 90 rounds with the camo, the DDTs, and then just fucking nuke the damn bat, and that's it. Want me to ruin Cubism for me? I don't think you could ruin it, but sure, go ahead and try. Oh, I never put planks in here. That's interesting. Why did I do that? I guess I put 1 plank in, I'll put all 4, it's fine. It's gonna be a lot of wood. I need smooth for all. And then sleep in the middle of the road. Corner of the highest part of the lane is not lined up with separation of the green. What? Bloons CD6 Cubism? I don't even know what you mean right now. Oh. Yeah, that's not gonna bother me at all. I've also never paid attention that it has a brick background. I just kind of play it. I don't really pay attention to details like that, but yeah. Oh, I see what you mean at that misaligned. That's off by a little bit more than a pixel there. It's a little more than a pixel. But I mean, there's another... I see several little spots that are kind of not lined up. I mean, it doesn't matter, though. Because it's one of my favorite maps. Probably because it's just so damn simple. It's simple, it's colorful. I don't know if I've ever really lost any like daily or advanced challenge. No, scratch the advanced challenges part. I don't think I've lost any daily or co-op challenges for that, on that map. Advanced challenges are pretty iffy for me when I try them. Very, very iffy. First time you ever blackboarded, nice. Yeah, something like that. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna take time to do that. It's not necessary for me. Yeah, these are smooth planks, aren't they? Yep, because if I take that, it's going to do that, which is... Yeah, you don't want those extra pixels there, nope. Okay, so let me just turn all those then into... Where's the normal ones? There we go. That might be too much, we'll see. I'm just gonna search for a tutorial on how to beat it with Unpoppable, yep. That's what I've done for a lot of advanced challenges recently, once I actually started attempting them. I probably have maybe a 30% win rate without watching a tutorial on it. It's very nice when the first thing I think of just works, but that doesn't happen often. However, I did impress myself when I was, I would say drunk one day, just doing the advanced challenge. I beat it on the first try while drunk. Keep in mind, it was not a super difficult advanced challenge, but it was still that being inebriated without thinking properly, the first thing I thought of was the right thing and the only solution to that challenge. You think you came up with a strat? That's what I think to myself with a lot of maps for difficult challenges, and usually it doesn't go down the way I thought. I mean, Sada's a good character, but can only take you so far. Benjamin was the one I used to use all the time, and then I realized there kind of are better options. Benjamin's better for kind of early game, not so great later on. Kind of takes a pretty hard dip after a bit. It's like, yeah, it's still generating money, but it's not generating enough to make a difference in the end. Sada can actually 1TC. I do not know what that means. I feel like Sada can probably take down rounds 1 through 40 almost by herself. 1 tower chimps. Okay, so then definitely could make it through 1 through 40 by herself. Because you have camo, you have lead with the ability, and then you have more lead later on with enchanted blades. What map can you do that with Sada? Because I might need to go and try that just for the hell of it later on after stream. I guess after, like, once I end stream, I'll probably shower, have a few drinks, enjoy myself. Even though, it probably wouldn't help the... Actually, no, it definitely would help the migraine. It sounds stupid to say that it will help. It will help. 100%. Might not help tomorrow, but I've actually kind of learned how to keep hydrated while drinking. I've also learned some other secrets that just make things easier sometimes. Balance. What do you mean balance? Gotta have a balance between drinking and work? Yeah. Don't let the bad shit affect your work life or social life. Balance. Map is called Balance. Worked out either way, but I should know. I don't know half the map names. I've played all the maps except for I think the very newest one, because I think I hated it. But I could be thinking of something else. Limits TD6 balance. Oh, why do I not know that map name? The only problem I have with this map is the limited tower placement on the inside. Other than that, I love it. And optimistic much? What do you mean optimistic? I'm not optimistic about jack shit. But how many times do things go around in the center? Is it just 3? Is that even enough to kill or take down a... I can't even think of the second. The red blimp. I cannot think of the damn name of it right now. I should, but I can't. Balance between life and work. It's not much of a balance. BFT. That would be why I can't remember it, because it's shorter than the other ones. Other two, you know. I know Moab. I know Zomb, or that's how you say it. I know the bad. I know the DDT. Yeah. BFB is the one I never remember because it's not 4. Well, the Gamma one's easy to remember because I have to deal with them all the time. That's the main focus. Bads are just bad. BFB is just that. Oh, it's Zom. Okay, so I've been reading it right, but in my head I've been saying it with a D the entire time. I think. Yeah, I don't think Zomg. I don't think that's... it doesn't matter. I don't ever talk to anybody about Balloon Star Defense, so I'm not really worried about it. Now, you say the letters themselves. Well, you think they wouldn't do that, though. I don't even know what that one stands for, actually. I know there's the Mother of All Balloons, which came from, you know, Mother of All Bombs, but besides that, I never really paid attention to what the names meant. Literally, Quincy says it. I've never played Balloon Star Defense with audio. Never played it with audio. Never done any of the story stuff. Yeah, no, I don't play with audio. I did not know that that was a thing, that characters would say that. Huh. Well, usually I'm watching YouTube or a movie when I'm playing Balloon Star Defense, and so I don't want to hear all the pop sounds. Yes, you can turn it down, but still. I know the heroes get annoyed if you click them too many times. Nope. Considering I rarely ever click them. I know about a lot of the map Easter eggs. I know about, like, the, what is it, Sword in the Stone Easter egg, or is it just a sword that can pop, like, one balloon or something, or is I don't know. There's a sword on one of the maps that can do a slight amount of damage to balloons as it flies across, but that's literally useless. Yeah, I don't know. Maps are weird. I also wish there were, more secrets in the maps that would give you free towers. Like the, I wouldn't say Abominable Snowman, the Caveman. Yeah, I don't know how long I was playing Balloon Star Defense before I saw somebody on a co-op challenge do that, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? And you said cave monkey. Oh yeah. I have the word monkey censored for good reasons in chat, based on what other people have said. But yeah. And what's sad is that you can't upgrade it, and it is almost useless, really. I've tried to have that thing be useful. I'm like, I honestly feel like I can get more damage out of an unupgraded Dart Monkey than the Cave Monkey. Keep in mind the Cave Monkey technically is free, but if you take in the cost of the Mortar Monkey, even with the military discount in the beginning for the first one, I'd say it's still cheaper to just do a Dart Monkey or two. Don't even buy the Mortar Monkey. Don't worry about buying it, then selling it. No, just that. 640 on easy mode for Mortar. Yeah. Well, how much is it with the discount, though? I thought it was like 430 or something. That's probably not right, 430, but I remember it being, I want to say, kind of cheap, but Mortar Monkey is, well, better since they upgraded it, which I didn't know they upgraded it. It might be 540, I don't know. I feel like that's what it was on hard or something, but it's probably like 800 or something on hard. I quite often don't really pay attention to the prices. I switch back and forth between modes all the time, and so I never really focus on remembering any of them. I mean, hell, even Dart Monkey. I know that one of them is 170, but I couldn't tell you what mode is 170, where it costs 170. That might be easy, and then hard is what, 210 maybe? Or more? I don't know. Hard might be 250, and then medium might be 210. I don't know. Did not realize did not put the corner there, but 170 is easy, okay. 185 is medium, and wow, I was wrong on all accounts besides easy. I swear to God, I've seen 230 then. Is 230 impoppable, or is that chimps? I don't play the harder modes often, so I'm like, I know that there's one of them that is even more expensive than hard. And I think then that would be 230. 230 impoppable, okay, yeah. Chimps is only hard prices. Ah. Yeah, I play it often, but technically I play it every single day, 100%, but I don't I don't spend a lot of time worrying on it. I don't try and learn the game or anything. I just play it and that's it. And yet I look back on Bloons Star Defense 5, I'm like, how did I play that version so much years ago? Like, it seems so empty compared to 6. I only had 5 on mobile. That's not what I was supposed to do. Only ever had 5 on mobile. But still, I played the hell out of that. I don't know how I could. I definitely couldn't go back to it. I could for a bit, especially since I think there's a monkey missing. But that one was was it 4 or 5 that introduced the Gatling? Which, when I used that, I mean, I was a kid, technically a kid, and I was having a hell of a lot of fun using that tower compared to anything else. Sniper Monkey, first time I had that, I made an entire map of them. I don't know what that notification was on my phone. It didn't pop up anything on screen. So now I'm going to look at it because I'm curious. Oh, it's a text. Like an actual just text, but my phone didn't show it. That's stupid. Out of all the notifications not to show, you think a text from an actual phone, not just like a random notification, would be the one to come through. Not like Snapchat message or anything, just a text from a phone number. Weird. It wasn't anything I cared about because it wasn't from an actual person, it's from a company, but if I had money, I would look at the sale prices at least, but I'm not. Yeah. Don't have money to spend on that stuff, nor do I need it anyways. Heard a skeleton, so I'm surprised I'm close enough down there close enough to the cave to hear a skeleton. It's weird. Temu actually has insane discounts and sales. I still refuse to buy anything on Temu, but yes, I do have about 4 things bookmarked on Firefox that I may buy someday from Temu, but right now I have no plans on buying anything from Temu based on all the negative shit that I've heard about it. Even though I have a friend who's bought a crap ton of things from Temu. More things from Temu than Etsy, and she has bought a lot of stuff from Etsy. And she has not a problem with Temu. So, I don't know. I kept seeing ads like a couple months ago for like a $1 t-shirt or something from Temu. A whole bunch of really, really cheap things that I don't believe you would actually pay that price for and get it, but I'm like, quality has to be garbage. Like, even a $1 t-shirt, I mean, that was like the first one I saw for their like really low price advertisements on YouTube or something, but that I'm like, you know, I bet you're gonna get that t-shirt exactly, but I guarantee it's gonna be made out of some of the cheapest frickin' cloth you'll ever see. It's not gonna last a while, you could probably pull it to tear it. I don't know. I just don't trust it. I don't trust the products. I don't trust the company not stealing and using your information. Got a lamp, which is also a speaker and wireless charger. In a G-shape, an RGB lamp. See, that sounds cool. Sounds like something I could probably make use of. But, there's always going to be a catch to something like that. Because I kind of bought, like, a similar lamp thing that for very cheap. And the catch was, it didn't run on wall power. It was AA's. It was AAA's. 2 of them. And those AAA's last, I think, 2 weeks. And so, after just a few battery replacements, the batteries would cost more than the thing you bought it for. And I'm not one to go and use batteries all the time. Even if I had rechargeable AA's, nah. $15 for that lamp actually probably seems like too much. I mean, it is a wireless charger and a speaker, but still, eh. Of course, I keep getting the stone shovels, or stone pickaxes and axes, but I can't get a damn stone shovel that's enchanted with efficiency to hold on to just to wipe out some of the sand and gravel, because the Matok does not work on it. I really hope I didn't mess up anything in here because I kind of haven't been paying attention too much and I've just been doing, well, talking about other things the entire time. So that's fun. I'm just going to start with the windows and go from there. So this one is like an extra wide window, I remember. But I think that one ended up being 3 at the end, which was fine. I see my mistake. Yep. I see the difference between this one and the others. Okay. 3 away from the door is what it ended up being and working out pretty well. 3 away, that tall grass needs to go. Okay, this one can't be 3 away. Oh. No, it is. It's 2 away. That one's also 2 away. 2 away from the door. But that one's... right there is 3 away. And then the rest are 2. Why? What? Huh? Okay. Doesn't matter. It really technically doesn't matter, but I'm making it work. So yeah, this one is smaller, so that's going to be 2 away. Shit. I cannot move my mouse properly. Okay, continue this over here. Yep, that one. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect to the other side, but... it helps when things are done nicer. That one's like that, which means that one's also like that. The next one is going to be the 3-1. Yep. That's 3 away. This is looking real weird with the red up there. I won't lie, but it's about the best red I got. Did I end up listening to playlist? Nope. Completely forgot about it. Well, yep. Completely forgot. Yep. I definitely said I would probably do that, and yeah, I did. When I'm ending stream, yeah, usually I'm focused on doing other stuff. Yep. Like, when I end stream today, first thing I'm gonna do is go shower. Next thing I'm gonna do is probably make myself a drink, or just get a beer or something. And make some food. Probably. Probably the food part. I've been eating a lot less recently. And when I say a lot less, I mean a lot less. But you know what? Losing weight is a good thing. Losing it quickly is not always a good thing, but it's not like I'm dropping frickin' 5 pounds a week. I don't think I could drop 5 pounds a week if I tried. I don't think I could even drop 3 a week if I tried. Like, I still work in a place where, you know, I'm not just sitting down all day, and even with eating significantly less, 3 pounds a week is still not possible. How are you as your personal chef for $10 a day? I cannot afford $10 a day right now. I will not lie. I literally could not afford that. With all the shit that's happened and other stuff, yeah, nah. $10 a day would literally be, like, damn, yeah, $10 a day would make a big difference to me. If I could get an extra $10 a day, goddamn, like an extra $300 a month, that would be insanely nice. A month free then. Yeah, that's what they all say. You know, all the damn food things. Get your first month free. After that, you're paying like damn near $10 a meal. And you still have to cook it yourself. Like all the meal plans that you get sent on like I don't know if it's like a weekly basis or what exactly it is, but yeah, those things that you get sent. I don't know. If I had the money for those, I probably would do like a couple meals a week, but I definitely wouldn't use that for everyday stuff. No, you're cooking it and you'll go shopping too. Yeah. Oh well. All I know is right now I could really go for Mexican food, whether that be Taco Bell fake Mexican or like actual sit down Mexican. I was about to search the wrong thing. I don't know why. I just could really go for it. But I could really also go for Taco Bell almost any day of the week, anytime. Any day of the week, any time of day, Taco Bell. Even if I have Taco Bell, I could always go for more. And I'm trying to figure out what I need. Cherry wood. 2 stacks should be enough. You're in activity, you're part of 2 girls legit fought over you being their personal chef because of all the stuff you can make. Nice. Yeah, imagine having women fight over you because you can cook. Yeah. Usually there aren't many things for women to fight about over guys. And usually it's not food related. Considering most guys cannot cook. I can't cook, but that's because I basically have no experience. Like, yeah, I can throw something in the oven and just let it sit there for 30 minutes and cook. But, if you want me to go, like, make something from scratch, cook, like, some meat, throw spices in there, and make something, no. I could make something, but it probably won't taste good. Or at least won't taste that great. I am a microwave chef. Microwave and freezer chef. Because it's cheap, it's quick, and, well, right now, mainly it's cheap and not having a lot of time sometimes. Shit. Give you a quick mac and cheese recipe if I want. I haven't made mac and cheese in, honestly, probably about a year. And I know mac and cheese is insanely easy, insanely quick, and I definitely have several boxes. But, I mean, I won't say no to that. I know there's, like, a lot of people do, like, chili mac, and the problem is, I won't make chili by myself because I'm not going to go buy raw meat, and cook it due to prices. And not box's actual sauce. Then I'll sadly have to turn that one down because I will not be buying the ingredients to make a proper cheese sauce. Now, I have a general, I would say, understanding of how to make a cheese sauce from scratch. General idea. I have learned from actually surprising TikTok that I think heavy cream is kind of like a key ingredient in making like a cheese sauce. That's not even shit. That's fun. But at least keep the recipe. No, period. Okay, well, what, the heavy cream? Okay, so it's something else that they've used. This is even. Yeah, no. But all I know is I haven't made really anything from scratch. Everything I've made has already had something at least involved in it that was pre-made. I mean, you know, you can make spaghetti pretty easily. You can make Alfredo pretty easily. If I had an air fryer, I would have made like a tuna nugget kind of thing in an air fryer. But the problem is, air fryers do not cook the same as an oven, and I wasn't going to attempt to make this thing I saw on TikTok in an oven instead of air fryer, even though it sounded really good, and every time I see it again from somebody else, it makes me so damn hungry. And so I would use a can of tuna instead of a can of chicken. It basically would be like cheesy tuna bites, but not so cheesy. But damn, those sound good right now, but if I tried to make them, they would either be underdone or overdone, because I don't have proper temperature or time knowledge for something like that. But that was not supposed to happen. That's not the same kind of wood game. Planks birch versus chisel planks oak. Got it. That's why. It is not being read the same. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. What, you're not going to replace the ones for me? Okay, game. I see the difference. Smooth versus not smooth. Right now, the floors aren't going to be done, so it doesn't matter. It's also a quick fix later on if I wanted to do that. Okay, that building has holes for windows. I need to make a lot of windows and a lot of doors. Actually, I probably have a lot of glass. And doors are a thing for another day. I like how you said no, just no. It's the heavy cream for cheese, and then that was it. So, I don't know what I've been seeing them use, because it definitely wasn't milk. That's not how that one works. So I don't know what the hell I saw them use then. But whatever it was okay. Well, 40 grams of butter. I don't have a scale to measure grams. I also don't have flour. I've never bought flour, believe it or not. So that stops me from making a lot. You wait for butter to melt, mix it with flour. I did not mean to do that. I'm just gonna not read it out loud. That's flour, cheddar cheese. Really? Flour? And really? So I assume that's for the cheese sauce. I mean, I would really flour in a sauce like that? I don't know. To me, it just seems like it would turn into like a gravy consistency and it would be insanely thick. I mean, I guess it depends on how much flour you use, but I mean, I'm not super, I'm not really taught in this stuff, but to my knowledge, I'm like, that doesn't sound like a great idea. Maybe it is. How is that? How's that not even? What? More flours, more thickness. Yeah. Oh well. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck happened with these doors. Something ain't right. That one's lined up. That one's lined up. Does that have 4 blocks in the center then? It does. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that has to work then. Also, don't know why I'm doing the back side when I can't see what I'm doing as well, when I should just be doing this one. It's 4 there? Okay. Not gonna worry about picking it up. Yeah. The problem is I don't have all the ingredients. And the only cheese I have is shredded Colby Jack right now. Great on just about anything. And when I say just about anything, that's not true. Just anything that you want to melt cheese on, like tortilla-wise, chips-wise, taco kind of burrito thing-wise. But besides that, I would not use Colby Jack to make a macaroni thing. It probably wouldn't be bad, but it's not going to melt down the same as cheddar, I assume. Cheddar or Parmesan. Actually, Parmesan sounds pretty fucking good. If you're making a mac and cheese of a liquid Parmesan sauce that I have never had, yeah, that sounds pretty damn good. Also, we're not supposed to talk about food because I really like food, and I need to not be hungry while streaming. I swear to God, I just saw a black entity out of the corner of my eye here, and I don't know if it was this sunflower or not, but I don't think it was. It depends on what I like. I really like Parmesan. I've never bought Parmesan, though. Yeah, never bought it. I know you can get, like, shredded Parmesan, which I honestly never even knew was a thing until about a few months ago when I saw it in stores. I always assumed it was just kind of grated because it was, like, a more crumbly kind of cheese. But that's it. Entity null? Not quite, I don't think. And my throat is getting irritated from talking and not drinking anything. My coffee is definitely cooled down enough to drink, considering I haven't touched it for probably 40 minutes. Almost exactly 40 minutes, yes, since I last checked the stream. Well, I've been talking and busy for that long. I'm not really motivated to do this. I'm just going. My brain's just doing it by itself at this point. Give you recipes for meals. If you've added me on Discord, go ahead and do it. But the problem is trying to save money, not buying a lot. Honestly, if you want true honesty, I haven't bought any groceries since before Christmas. Simply to try and save money. I have bought not a lot of alcohol. I've bought some, yes, but I think I've bought $36 worth and that would be for the past over 3 months. So divide that by $12 a month. That's not bad for drinks. And so for 4 months, I haven't bought groceries. Just about, yeah. Now, I do have a lot of snack things. I guess I shouldn't say all groceries. I have bought some food. Like expired, well, technically not expired, but out of date food at where I work. They mark it down heavily sometimes, and so I bought like some tortilla chips, a few potato chip things, but I think I left those at work. So recently I've eaten just kind of some frozen food that I've had for months. I kind of emptied my freezer. Fridge has been pretty empty. It's been a lot of chips, cheese, or like tortilla things, and not much else. Like really not much else. Wow, you can just see all the way down there, but no, I've just kind of ate what I've already had and not really restocked anything. Stupid fucking sunflower. Okay. Give recipes for some mashed boiled eggs that are quite good. Has a little bit of hot sauce in it, optional. Hot sauce is great on eggs. I'm not even sure if my eggs are good right now. Considering that, you know, probably had them for about 4 months. And the last time any of them were used when I had a friend over before Christmas where she made eggs in a basket, or eggs in a basket. Yeah, that was the last time I used those eggs, because I won't lie, I don't cook things often. I don't take the time to, like, you know, ramen, you know, that's not really cooking, but it's slightly more than microwave. But I don't even make that often. I've had the same 24-pack of ramen, I swear to God, for almost a full year now, and I've only used, I think, 6 packets out of it. It's like just the chicken ramen, got it at Sam's Club for lunch, to have for lunch at a friend's house every day at work. And then he moved away, and so we didn't have lunch at his place anymore, and I haven't really ate on that much. Yeah. For a lazy person who has ramen who's cheap, I don't eat ramen that much, and I don't like how a whole shit ton of mobs have spawned over here and now are taking shelter in a single block of shade. Kind of annoying. For short, bring a pot of water to a boil, put 4 eggs in it, leave it to cook for about 8-10 minutes. I assume you're talking about oh, you said mashed boiled eggs, yeah. I won't lie. I like boiled eggs, but I'll take a poached egg over a boiled egg any day of the week. It's just, I don't know, it's like consistency is what matters for me right there. The taste is basically the same. But, I like fried eggs, I'm just not good at cooking them. Oh my god, you have a lot of health. Why did you drop a heart container? Why do you have 900 plus health? Yeah, leave it to cook, medium heat. That's really heavily boiled eggs. I guess I am used to boiling eggs in a, and having, like, the yolk still kind of runny. That's just how I prefer my boiled eggs, when you put them in things. When I say in things, like, you know, put in a soup or something. Or, like, you go to an Asian restaurant, you get some kind of thing, and they have, like, a boiled egg cut in half with the runny yolk still. Buddy, why are you so difficult? I still don't know why that creeper dropped a heart container. Because you should be the one to drop one, and you don't. But it wasn't, neither of these were blights anyways. So it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Well, it looks like those mobs hopefully despawn, so I can go back in there and finish the job. Should also just clear out all this crap. Yeah, gunpowder, 192. Yeah, it's quite valuable. Which is insanely valuable to level off a giant mountain. Which is going to have to be a project to do someday. Peel them, put them in Ziploc bags, squish them with hands, or just punch the bag a bunch, then open the Ziploc bag. Guess who doesn't have Ziploc bags, because I've never bought any. Yep. I mean, I would make something work. I would just take a plate to them and just smash them, like, with a spoon or my hands. Just be slow with it so I don't send egg everywhere. It doesn't have to be yes, but I've had several occasions where I've needed a Ziploc bag. I'm like, well, I don't have any. Just take a plastic bag. The only plastic bags I have would be shopping bags. Yep, you open it, add some mayo, add a spoon, mayo, 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. I'm definitely a mayo person, but I won't lie, I would add spicy mayo instead. Or, well, would spicy ranch be better? I don't know. But, either way, if I was gonna make that, I I like spicy ranch, but I don't know how it would go with that. I still don't even know if my eggs are rotten right now, or spoiled, or not, considering they are definitely past the best by date. Don't even have to look at them, I know they're past the best by date. Okay, so that should be good for all the windows. Just have to put glass in. Then I need doors, and then I need to put the rooftops on. So that's gonna fucking suck, the roofs. I could also put it in a sandwich, and I'll get like 2 to 3 sandwiches from that. Yeah, well, you know what happens when you don't buy groceries for 3-4 months? You don't have bread. I mean, I can make some like cornbread things from like a pre-made Jiffy Mix, but that would be it for what I have. Yeah, bread does not last that long. And I don't have freezer space to freeze bread, even though bread is cheap, but eh. I'm just saving basically as much as humanly possible, which is not the best idea. I won't lie. What did I just put in there? What did I just put in there? I know I put something in there. I saw it. Just let you cook for me. Yeah, that's sadly not an option. I need to learn to cook for myself. I could definitely learn to cook. It's not that difficult. You just kind of know what flavors work together. You know how to not burn things. And then you just experiment and learn. It's not that easy. Well, certain things are. Not everything. If you're making a giant elaborate thing, it's not that easy. I mean, how many people just throw like 5 things into a crock pot and just let that cook throughout the day, come home and just eat it? I mean, certain things kind of, I guess, are that easy. That did not work. Just, there you go. You need to learn what equipment I need to use for what, which material I need to use on what pan. Yeah, that too. Well, I have, you know, an oven, microwave, gas stovetop. Technically I have a stock pot, but it's a tiny stock pot in my opinion. Even though it's still good size, but considering I've had some soup mixes that you add like 8 cups of water, and that almost fills the entire thing. I'm trying to think of what to do next, besides windows and rooftops. Probably just rooftops. Huh. I did put windows in that. Okay, I need to put rooftop and window on that too, so instead of 3 buildings, it's 4. Son of a bitch. My most hated thing on these buildings are putting the damn roofs in. It really is awful. It really, truly is. It's so slow, it's such a pain in the butt. I'm just gonna buy 4 stacks. On the bright side, when I do it like this, instead of 64, it's 99, so it actually makes full stacks, because it's divisible by 3. Okay. And the correct temperatures, correct measurements, knowledge of food, and how to keep it safe for a longer period of time, about a month or 2. Ah. Yeah, that's just... maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day when I'm not working at my current shitty place. Maybe one day when I'm not also driving, like, an hour total every day, if not more. Yep. You'll make a deal with me? Yeah, well, that red looks really good, but really weird. It's just too vibrant for me. Because I'm used to that dual red, which I definitely need to swap over to these bricks. In 3 years, if I still want to learn to cook and I don't know how to, you'll fly over to my place and give me lessons. Well, I don't even know if I'll be alive and that, and you're not even 18. Ah. Well, I would say it's probably not worth it to teach some dumbass how to cook in 3 years. I think there's other ways you could spend your time. Also, if I still haven't learned more about cooking in 3 years, then I really don't know what the fuck I'll be doing with my life, considering food is a large portion of the human life because you kind of have to have it to survive. But I've also, my last place I lived at, I literally didn't have a kitchen and I was cooking in my room with like, cooking in my room, used a microwave out in the living space, but it was a shared living space with people I did not know. And also one guy basically would spend hours cooking in there some nights, or most nights. And so I couldn't use that stuff if I wanted to anyways. I never used that oven. Well, never really could. I used the stovetop a few times. That was the first time I made mac and cheese, and the last time I made mac and cheese. My current place, I could definitely make stuff, but I don't take the time. Especially not with work. I mean, if I sit here and stream for majority of my free time every day, and then sleep, and try and get enough sleep, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't leave a lot of free time to do other stuff. I won't lie though, I know how to make a pretty decent, stir-fry spaghetti. Sounds stupid, but stir-fry spaghetti, obviously, you know, you gotta cook it first. You gotta make sure you boil it, and then you just, you know, I just would use the term stir-fry it with whatever vegetables you want, and start with soy sauce and add a little bit of sauce here and there to taste, and just let it kind of start browning. I've made it with ramen and spaghetti. Not spaghetti sauce, but just spaghetti noodles, and it's pretty damn good. You're gonna go sleep, you're getting tired. It's 2:30 a.m. Yeah, you should probably go to bed. And stir-fry spaghetti. It was the kind of thing I wanted to change it up because I did not have any spaghetti. I didn't have any tomato sauce. Did not have any Alfredo sauce or anything. And I was just like, you know what? I got some soy sauce. I got a few other things I could throw in there and see how it is, and you know, it's pretty fucking good. It's also a change of pace from the textures because you start to get a little bit of browning on it, and like it's not crispy, but it's not super soft like spaghetti is when you just boil it. So, I would say the one thing I know how to cook would be stir-fry noodles. Maybe not all noodle kinds, but ramen and spaghetti. Yes. It's a little thicker, yeah. Oh, yeah. And spaghetti to me already, I could eat spaghetti by itself without any sauce, but that kind of defeats the purpose in my opinion. I mean, yes, you could if you need to survive, but I'm like, you could always add something to it. And basically that's what I did, I just changed it up. I mean, ramen stir-fry is also insanely easy, but it takes longer than normal ramen. I cannot do this today. I cannot place rooftops, I'm just messing up every single direction. And Averton, do I remember you? I remember the username, yes. Chow, you had fun. Come back in the future. Nice. Enjoy your sleep. I will be here struggling to place rooftops. And probably eventually cussing my butt off. Nice talking about food for once, actually. That genuinely may have been one of the best chats I've had for a while. Where I've just continued talking. Back and forth. Well, building and not complaining about much for once. Yeah, that's pretty fucking rare around here. Okay, I need a whole bunch of torches. I need to light these up before mobs decide to spawn in here all day. Because they've done it before, and it usually does not end well. And the creepers are not the problem, it's the problem of them knocking me around everywhere, and me just tanking hits, and not being able to build anything. You love me, I'm the best, you're gonna donate next stream $50. I definitely am not the best, but don't donate to me. Don't do that. In the future, if you want to, when I'm more popular, sure. But if you donate, I won't be able to collect it. Nor do I want you to donate anyways. Just keep the money. Keep it for yourself. Yup. Man, I just realized I have not placed any torches along these sidewalks, and I'm definitely gonna need to make a plan for that. Because nighttime, this world looks so much better at night when things are lit up on edges. It's so damn nice. Stop. I need to promote myself. Ask kids to subscribe. The problem is there's not many people showing up to subscribe. YouTube has really stopped recommending my streams compared to about a month or so ago. Like, there's a lot less random people showing up. I think last stream, I don't know if there was any random people that showed up. Like, the streams have been very, very dull and slow recently. Let's see. Let's see if I can look at the view count by itself and tell where it tanked off. February 25th was the stream that had the most views I've ever had for this series. And then the next one was, I would say, a respectable amount. One after that was a little bit lower, still fine. And then everything since February 8th has been quite low. I mean, it's still like 60 to 80 views, but those numbers all came within about the first hour, and then it was just level off that with nobody showing up. 89 chat messages on this stream, when some of these streams I've had have easily broken 100 within the first 30 minutes, if not more. Lol, make videos so I can get views. Make them 10 to 20 minutes long so I can do large upload every day, and boom, I'll blow up. Well, the problem with that is that time motivation. If I spend most of my free time streaming, then that doesn't give me much time to make videos. I also am not a fan of video editing. I won't lie. If I've had a really bad day at work, there's not even a 1% chance that I will come home and record and edit a video. If I'm in any kind of bad mood, I will simply not be able to do it. Yesterday, I was in such a bad mood because of work, I didn't even stream. It was that bad. And there's been a lot of those days recently. A lot. But if I spend most of my free times here streaming, then it does not leave a lot of time for other stuff. Use my stream content and do some shitty editing. Well, the problem is there's not a lot of good stream content. It's me either complaining or bullshitting and just placing blocks for hours, and that's about it. I wouldn't say I hate my job. I hate the people in the workplace. My specific job is supposed to be technically just packing boxes, and that's it. For the past month, I have packed almost no boxes. I have simply been unloading trucks and dealing with everybody else's bullshit and doing their jobs for them, or cleaning up after their mistakes. Yeah. I came in Monday this week, and within the first 5 minutes, I literally have been in the mood of, I don't give a crap anymore, since what I came into Monday morning. That management just wants to do whatever they want. They make everybody's job harder, or at least they sure as hell make my job harder every day, considering I have to clean up after them. Also, we're lucky one manager didn't burn down the entire damn building Saturday night by plugging in a certain tool with just a random extension cord they find. And this tool is a high-powered electrical jack, which runs off of at least 4 insanely heavy-duty car batteries. Technically, they're probably bigger than car batteries. And they just found a random extension cord that was plugged in and used it, instead of the cord that was on the jack that is meant to charge it. And they are so lucky that insanely long, not heavy-duty enough cord did not short itself or get hot enough that it caught fire and caught the cardboard around it on fire and just spread to more things. Why do some more interesting content like the 100 days? Yeah, well, I tried the 100 days video. When I did that, I was at a place where rent was less. I only worked 30 hours a week. I had time to do that series, and I still could not get it done. You know how long it takes to make an actual 100 days series in Minecraft? Without even video editing? So you start with, you know, theoretically 20-minute days. Okay? Let's just do the quick math real quick. 20 times 100 is, you know, 2,000. Okay, you divide that by 3 because 60, you know, 20 minutes in an hour, so divided by 3. That would be 600 hours. That's not right. That is not fucking right. Hold up. 20 minutes times 100. 100 days. I don't know where the fuck I'm getting this math from, by the way. Hold up. Okay, let's just say 33 times 20. It would take roughly 33 hours or so. That's okay. 33 hours. You would record all of that, have to split it up in videos, or in, yeah, technically videos, and how many different recordings, and have to manually go back through 33 hours of content, watching damn near every second of it, and how most people do voiceovers, and so you're taking a clip, recording audio for it, lining up the audio, making it all work for, in my experience, based on how much I did, was about 3 times per Minecraft day, which, so let's say video editing would take, I don't know, over 30 minutes per day. That's a shit ton of time just there for doing voiceovers. Editing for 50 hours. Yeah, that would take me, I don't know how many, well, that would probably take me 3-4 months to legitimately make a 100 days Minecraft series with my current life position. Obviously, if that was my full-time job, I could get that done in a few weeks if I spent 8 hours a day playing the game and editing bit by bit. Yeah, I made, I think, a 25-day 100 days. I said made it part 1. Once I got done making that, I called it right then and there and said, I'm not doing this. I simply do not have the time, motivation, or skill to keep going and make a full 100 days video series. I just can't. Now I could do a stupid thing where I do Minecraft day 1 is 1 video, day 2 is a 2nd video for 100 days straight. I could do that, but that wouldn't work well. And am I poor? Technically, yes. When I make technically $24,000 a year, and then about half of that goes to living expenses when I already live in one of the cheapest places in town, if not quite literally the cheapest place in town to live without having a roommate. And then being hit hard with car maintenance and other bills. Yeah. Time and money. I'm broke. You make more than I do, and you're 17. How much do you make per hour then? Because I literally, on my paychecks, I get about $1,000 per check for 2 weeks. You know, so that's around $2,000 a month. That is after taxes, yes. But, I mean, that's shit. So recently I've just debated, do I just get a part-time job at this point? A second part-time job? I wouldn't have any time to stream or make videos at all. How do you make 27 fucking an hour? How in the hell do you make $27 an hour as a miner? In my area, the only jobs that a miner could probably work, you would make maximum 15 an hour. Maximum. And I make $16.50 an hour, roughly. That's very roughly because I don't trust the numbers that I report. I don't trust the fucking numbers recently. I've been needing to go back and look at them. Parents. Oh yeah, must be nice. You know what my parents do? My dad works at the same place I work. It's the only reason I started working there, because transportation. I never got my license until I was 19, almost 20. Literally 3 weeks before I turned 20, I finally got my license because my parents would never help me get it. I couldn't even get them to take me to the DMV a week before I moved out so I could get my license. And, you know, you have to have a car to do the DMV test. I passed that test in 5 minutes. But they literally would not even fucking take me to the damn DMV or let me drive myself with them in the car to the DMV to take the test. I think it took us 3 weeks before I could finally get them to take me. I think one random Thursday morning. And then once I took the test, passed, they immediately left to the my mom's dad's house and just left me there like they did for the past like half a year of when I still lived there. You're making 15-hour babysitting your little cousins. It's more like 15 or less. Must be nice. I also couldn't deal with children anyways, but I don't have family members that I could work for them and make money. I help my grandma on the weekends with yard work and stuff, and she usually just gives me about a 20 and that's it. And I don't do anything with that money. I save it. That is the only money that I can save. A physical $20 bill about maybe once every 2 weeks. And I have not spent any of that money. I don't know how much I have, but that is quite literally the last minute emergency money. Is that will probably be when my vehicle drops on the road and I have the choice of quitting my job or using all that money for a down payment on the cheapest used vehicle I can find. Which is what I already did with my bank account when I moved out of my parents and emptied everything I had saved for a full year. Buying a vehicle that is now worth less than $1,000, and I don't think any dealership would buy it in its condition. It's never been in an accident. The condition is just it being older than I am. So they don't love me. Oh, no. No, I don't believe that in the slightest that they actually do. They might say that they do, but based on how we grew up and everything, I kind of really doubt it. Why can I not make it through that gap? God damn. But no. I also would like to say that due to my mom's inheritance from her dad, she now has a farm that somebody else grows crops on, technically, but it's their properties, so they still get a large chunk of the money. Last time I was told they made about, I think, 50 grand doing nothing from that farm in 1 year. And it's only been increasing every year since my mom inherited it since my grandpa passed. And she doesn't use that money for anything besides, I think, buying random shit on eBay or things from overseas online. So the day might come where I genuinely ask her, what are you doing with that money? And can I borrow some of it in order to, you know, progress my life to the point where I can maybe live comfortably in a place that wasn't a shitty rental. What's my dream car? I don't have one. I've never had the thought of a dream car. Now, trust me, I can respect a nice looking muscle car or sports car, but I would not own one unless I was filthy rich. Now, if I had enough money, I would own probably a Charger or a Challenger. However, that would simply be for enjoyment purposes. It would not be like an everyday vehicle. Obviously, I couldn't afford it, especially being a young person with insurance for something like that. I've seen a Dodge Charger 2012 for under 100,000 miles for like 8 grand. I don't even have to look at any images to know what's wrong with that vehicle. Those vehicles are not designed to go 100,000 miles. They're just not. And your grandma gave you 1.6K for your 14th birthday. My parents never gave me even that much my parents never gave me an allowance, period, ever. The most my mom did for something like that was when I did some yard work, and she helped pay off a quarter of a $300 laptop I bought when I was a freshman in high school. So basically, I did yard work, and she's like, okay, you know what, I'll finish the last $75 of that. And that was about it. Also, VGA's high. Yeah, I'm kind of venting a little bit right now, but it's also because people kind of asked, and life's stupid. Past life, stupid too. And there's black Chevy Impala 76 for sale for like 10 grand. What? Well, I guess, you know, a 70s Impala is quite nice. Nowadays Impalas are awful. My mom has one. I hate modern Impalas. They are shit. They look like shit. I am 5'4", and I can't even get in one of those damn things without hitting my head. Because I learned to drive on one of those cars. A red, I think it actually was probably a 2012 Impala. That thing is tiny. I have a 2000 Honda Accord that is noticeably larger than that. And my Accord is not a large sedan by any means. It's just a standard size, 4-door. And it's bigger than that and noticeably taller. Black Chevy Impala is a babe of a car, pure American muscle. Was the older Impala actually technically a muscle car? Because I'm definitely a muscle car over a sports car person, but based on today's Impalas, I would never assume that a older Impala used to be considered a muscle car. Love me. Hope I get a better job. I definitely won't be getting a better job, but goodbye. I will be here, I don't know how much longer. This stream, I've been almost talking non-stop. I mean, non-stop. Alright, well, you have me curious. I have to look up a 76 Impala. Okay, not what I would call a muscle car body-wise, but I definitely like the design. I wish it was maybe a little bit taller, but I mean, if I had one of those cars, it'd be nice. Obviously, having that old of a car when I'm not mechanically inclined with a car. I'm good with tools. I'm good with like building, woodworking. When it comes to automotive things, nope, no experience in them. My bad. 67. Okay, I was about to say 76 is not that. 67. That's what I would call a muscle car. That image is my definition of a muscle car, basically. Damn near that exact design of a body. Obviously, there's a lot that were designed like that back then, but damn. An Impala would be a good one. An Impala being that old would be beautiful. See, it doesn't even make me know... I don't even know that this is an Impala. I'm not a car guy, but, like... I look at this, I wouldn't even know that's a damn Chevy. I really don't. It also doesn't help that, you know, every image I'm looking at doesn't even have a Chevy logo. But if I had the money for one, sure, why not? But I don't know. Now that's got me thinking, I want to look up cars at the place where I bought my car, which usually has the best prices around. And they take just about any car they can get. It's not a bad place at all, but they try and take cars, as many as they can, so they can support people that cannot afford expensive vehicles, but they still have standards, and they still go off of Kelley Blue Book for fairness. But I mean, they're still technically the biggest car sales company, probably for like 100 miles, maybe not quite. Used, view all used. I'm just gonna go to the cheapest. Last time the cheapest thing they had was a car for $1,800, some kind of sedan, and it was in not good condition, but it was in running condition. Well, I try to reload this and it's not working. Oh, okay. No, it did. It's just the first thing is an ad for them. Current cheapest thing they have is just under $5,000 for a 2010 Honda Odyssey. It doesn't even show me the mileage. That's weird. Usually it does. Oh, I'm in Honda. I'm not in this place. I'm only in their Honda line. No wonder the website looks different. They definitely have cheapers. I mean, Honda has not failed me yet, but I have a motorcycle that's a Honda too. CBR 300 2018, but I mean, it's not even at 10,000 miles yet. It's only been 2 owners. Previous guy who put like 7, almost 8,000 on it, and then me. And I haven't even been able to ride it because I live too far away, and even being 50 degrees in the morning, I can't ride that thing into work. You'd like to get a Chevy, you would believe it would be like $2,000. What, a Chevette? Is that, I don't even know, but $2,000 is a very, very cheap car. $2,000 almost not running, probably. Yeah, the cheapest thing they have is that Honda Odyssey with just under 2,000 miles, 200,000. Next thing is a Honda CR-V from 2010 as well, with almost 300,000 miles for $6,000. There is no reason a vehicle that's almost at 300,000 miles can be $6,000. It's a car from Brazil. Ah, that would be why. You said Chevette, I'm like, okay, I thought Corvette at first, but I'm like, nah, I just would not call it that. Okay, so, oh, those seats are stained. The back end, they didn't even clean it from dirt and dust when they, okay, so this is the car that they bought quick and cheap, and they're trying to sell cheap, quick. Car has stood the test of time and miles, sold as is, needs tires, new windshield, needs new exhaust. It needs exhaust, AC, and new tires, and it's still $6,000 with almost 300,000 miles on it. That's, okay, that's ridiculous. Out of all the cars I've looked at on their low end from this company, that might be the worst deal I've ever seen. That might legitimately be the worst one I've ever seen them sell. Why is there a spider right there? Minimum wage in Brazil is like $1 an hour. Well, I don't know how that translates in USD. I don't know if I want to click that link. Fucking bitch. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Got it. There's too many mobs spawning. Fuck it, I'm just gonna... Oh god, I just... Love that. Creeper just chilling in the middle of the road. Love that. And there's gonna be mobs on top of this roof. Not yet. Yeah, not yet. What city am I building? The city I live in actual real life. I never say what it is, because, I mean, that could be doxing myself, and I'd rather not let that be known to random people on the internet. It is in Illinois, though. So if you know the states, you know, I'm in Illinois. Shitty state, by the way, but it's not Chicago. I will never live in Chicago unless I'm paid to live there. Okay, that skeleton's getting real fucking close. There it is. Okay, so I just can't build anything because they're just shooting me left and right. Let's see if I can get to one of the other places I have beds stored. Why don't I just sleep in the middle of the road right here? I remember, I placed a bed here and I keep using it all the time. It's useful. And look at that gorgeous beauty. Let's see... What is this? Yeah, that's not bad. Problem is, what's the price? It said for sale. Okay, the website just stopped working. Yep, I can't do anything on the website now. That's... Oh god, 37 grand starting. Oof. Oof. I mean, if you're a car guy and you know what you're doing, I mean, that's... Sure, spend that much. But goddamn. Bidding was over. What did the bidding end at? Because I saw red part of it was starting damn near at 37 grand. I'm like, I don't think I will ever be able to spend that much money on a vehicle in my entire life. Like, I could definitely use a pickup truck for stuff. But the problem is, you basically can't find a working pickup truck for a reasonable price around here. I've seen some that go for like $4 grand, but they're all over 200,000 miles, and I will not let myself buy a vehicle that's over 200,000 miles unless I don't have a choice. Just go for a Miata. I will not buy a Miata. Nah. You're paying too much for something like that. At least to my knowledge, it's paying too much for not enough. Highest bid was 37 grand. Oh well, either way, I get the price, but damn, that's gotta be purchased by somebody who's probably older, retired, has the money for it. Yeah. Hopefully it is bought by somebody who can actually put some good work into that car and not just go and wreck it in a few months. Or try and add a whole bunch of shit to it and just ruin the damn engine. mean, I don't know if that was the original engine. Not an engine guy, but damn. How much does a Miata cost? Around here, let's just look up if the one company I was looking at even has anything that's Miata brand. Search Miata. That's value trade. That's not the search thing. Okay. Used, make, where is it? Is Miata a model or a make? I'm probably stupid. It should be. Okay, well, they definitely don't have one, I'll tell you that much right now, because it's not in their list of stuff. I'm just going to look up Miata for sale. My brain isn't working. I can't even spell Illinois. There we go. Ooh. Oh, hold up. Okay, well, first things are things from early 90s for 16 plus grand. Car Gurus, why not? Okay. 2015 with 100,000 miles for a Miata Sport convertible. 14 grand. 2 seats, no storage of any kind. That's a waste of a car. You can't do anything with it. That is a car that you are driving around because you have money. It's a luxury vehicle. And that's it. Also, it's hilarious how every single one I'm seeing has kind of a low mileage. That one actually is 120,000 miles for a 90. But all of these have under 100,000 miles, basically. So, based on that, that makes me think that most Miatas probably don't make it to 200,000 miles. You want a reliable, or at least I want a reliable vehicle that I know that it has a good chance of making it to 200,000 miles. That's like the baseline. There's a lot of vehicles out there that theoretically could go a lot farther than that as long as you take care of it. But me not being a mechanic and not even having a space or the tools right now to even be able to do an oil change by myself. Yeah, no, I need something that could probably run without any maintenance for, I don't know, probably 100,000 miles, if not more. I mean, technically my Accord I've put 20,000 miles on it, and I have not had any mechanical issues besides a brake line break, and I know what caused that. It was just the place I used to live had like a steep entrance up to the parking lot. It's just an open parking lot by an apartment building, but it's just a steep incline between the parking lot and the main road there, which is also one of the busiest roads in town, or in that town. And I'm pretty sure that morning when I drove out of it, I had to clip the right side just enough that it somehow hit the brake line and broke it. When my pedal was to the floor, I realized something was wrong, and it was a Sunday morning when it went to the floor, and I'm like, okay, we gotta make it somewhere. So I called every single place that was close by, and then dropped $1,000 for new brake. I needed new brake pads anyways, but new brake pads and having them replace the brake line, and that brake line with the labor cost like $700 by itself. Yeah, that was last winter, and then I just paid over $1,000 for tires, labor, and a few other things on my car in January. Actually, no, early February, and that one hit me pretty damn hard. Money-wise, yeah. Especially when I did not know it was going to be that expensive. If I knew that, I should have just taken it. One, shouldn't have gotten new tires on the vehicle if it's going to fall off its damn axle in less than a year, probably. Probably a few months, if not less than that, but shouldn't have bought new tires for that damn thing at this point, because that was just a 1,000 grand hit, basically. That was not worth it, and I could have taken it to another place and probably spent half that for tires and installation. But nope, I just went with the place I bought the car from and just made sure that at least they would install them right. And if something did go wrong, at least they would own up to their mistake and probably supply me with a vehicle until they fixed that one if something did go wrong. But I don't know. The vehicle's starting to make more and more suspension noises every day on the back left side. Even though the frame problem that they say is insanely unsafe to drive is on the front somewhere. I don't have a jack or a space to jack it up to get underneath it myself, considering everywhere I have to park is rock and dirt, and I will, well, mostly mud right now this time of year, so I would not be putting a jack under that and crawling under it to save my life. But, I mean, nothing's really wrong with the vehicle for the most part, besides just rust for it being 23 years old, over 23 years old. It's not even at 100 grand yet, or 100,000 miles yet. Having a car will be expensive. Kind of. Unless you can do your own maintenance on it, and then it's honestly kind of cheap. If you could, theoretically, if you're, let's say your check engine light comes on, and you have one of those testers that you can plug in, find out the error code, and see what's wrong, you can and you know how to fix it, you can save yourself thousands upon thousands of dollars of labor costs alone over years, if not more, because you can buy cheaper, or you can buy the same parts for cheaper than any business is going to charge you. Like spark plugs for vehicles. Mine probably needs new spark plugs. I could replace them myself, but I will not replace them myself because I'm not going to take the chance of something going wrong and me not being able to get to work. Car still runs fine. As far as I know, I've never had a misfire. If I have, I didn't know about it, but it's not like it's misfiring, to my knowledge, ever. So I don't think there's a problem with it, but there definitely could be. But I won't know. I don't know. My car is just old. It probably needs some routine maintenance done to it that the previous owner, I don't know if they did or not before they sold it to the dealership. The person took good care of the vehicle. It was clearly kept inside most of its life, but I just can't do that. And it being old and, you know, rusting and with salt in the winter is just speeding up that process real quick. Can only do so much. And that's also expensive. You don't know about it in the US, but one of those testers here would be $2K. I don't actually know. Car check engine tester. I don't think they're too expensive here. They used to be. They really used to be. But I think they've gotten a lot cheaper because people found out that this is something that they need to do. Okay, well, I say cheaper. Alright, so they're ranging from about $800 on Amazon to $25. I would not trust one that's $25. I won't lie, I wouldn't. But I don't even know how to plug it into my own vehicle. And I have a 2000 Honda Accord. Yeah. It's older than I am. It's under 100,000 miles, though. It's, I think, at fucking 93, maybe 94 now. I kind of don't check it. I drive it basically every damn day, and I just don't. I don't check the mileage as often as I should, but it's not like it matters. As long as my check engine light isn't coming on and there's no new noises that are concerning, I'm not really concerned about anything. I do have a noise that is concerning with the suspension. Can't do anything about it though, because it would cost more to fix that than the car is even worth at this point. So I've made the decision. I'm driving this car until it falls off its axle, basically, because any problems at this point would cost more to fix than the vehicle is even worth. Those tires almost are worth the value of the car, and they're probably some cheap tires. The thing has never been in an accident. It has like the minor scratches. Yeah, you were looking to open your auto center, but everything you need is expensive. Ah. Well, so the check engine tester is, I mean, expensive, but is a worthwhile investment for a quality one. I'll tell you that much. But a lot of the tools you need, as long as you're not doing a damn engine swap, I would say the most you need is some socket sets, screwdrivers. You don't even really need power tools. I mean, an impact driver, you're gonna need an impact driver. But as long as you're not doing like suspension work or replacing major car parts, I would say a lot of tools you need are not too expensive. I mean, maybe it's if I theoretically could work on people's vehicles without, trying to figure shit out as I go and looking up everything online, I could probably spend less than $2,000 and have most of the tools I would need. But I also don't have space to do that. I don't have money to buy space. I don't have money to put down payment on anything, so can't do that. Definitely can't just take out a random loan to open up a business with no experience and no people that could back it up. Yeah, I'm more of a woodworking or metalworking person, not a vehicle working. I mean, if I had land, if I had a house with a garage or a shed, I would be blacksmithing right now instead of streaming. 100% would be doing that. And I would probably be able to turn that into a career. I could probably make it where I could sell things quite often. I could probably make it where I would have certain people that I would know in real life that I would do work for them on I'm probably like I would be doing consistent work with them for things that they need that they can't do themselves or other businesses just can't do. Like, I know one company that's like maybe an hour away from where I live. They do wrought iron fence work, which is like intricate designs and everything. Specific things, but they constantly have people buying their stuff. They constantly have people they work with. I've honestly thought about trying to get in contact with them and see if they would take somebody that has a little bit of experience but is willing to learn. And you're taking classes to be mechanics, so you're learning about cars just now. Nice. I don't have time or money to take classes for mechanic. There is a college, like in the town I work in, that I could probably take their mechanic program. But I don't have the money for college. I don't have the time. I can't move back in with my parents to save money. That's not an option. Dad's house is literally falling apart. And the house my mom and dad live in now, that was my grandpa's, that they inherited, is awful. And I couldn't live there. You can't even drink the water there. It's well water. I couldn't even shower there. They don't even shower there. Woodworking would be awesome. It would be. Carpentry is nice. It really is. Carpentry is not too difficult to do, but mistakes can be kind of costly. If I did carpentry, I don't know if I would want to be building houses, per se, but I could be building other things. I have experience in carpentry and blacksmithing and welding. I won't do welding because I probably wouldn't even live to 60 if I did that with all the gases and fumes you would be inhaling. It pays good, but I'm just not going to take the chance. I'm 22. I'm 22. I took a lot of classes in high school. I work at a place where I do a whole bunch of random shit that isn't even my job to do, but do it better than just about anybody else there. But I don't know, I'm only 22, just trying to figure shit out, but don't have any opportunity to do anything. Basically, the opportunity I would have to give myself is literally getting a part-time job. A second job would be the only way I could give myself a new opportunity, and I don't think I can do it. Unless I worked with somebody I knew that would make it so I can make it through the day, I couldn't. Can I break this? There we go. Like, I would have to be working with somebody that would allow me to make it through, the second shift. If I already made it through my first shitty full-time shift at work, which isn't even full-time right now, really, because they keep cutting hours. Yet, we still have many positions that aren't even filled, yet we can't even have our people work 40 hours a week right now. So I don't know what's going to happen when they hire more people, but they expect me to do several people's jobs on a daily, and then make comments about things not getting done as quick as they would like that I have to do. And I don't know how many times I've genuinely just said screw it and thought about quitting. when I had a manager have the audacity to ask me if I was even working on this today, when I was actively working on it for 5 hours that day trying to get that crap out of there. I got thrown with 2 trucks on me with no help, which is how things normally are. But they had the audacity to ask me if I was even doing the second one when I had to move all the stuff from the first one to do the second one, which literally took me 4 hours before lunch and then another hour after lunch. You're lucky you still don't see yourself moving out of your parents' house too soon. Don't. Use it to save as much money as you can to either buy a vehicle, buy a house, or at least make sure you secure yourself a decent job. Having 2 jobs would be hard. Yep. That is the exact reason why I am sitting here streaming. Maybe I can at least make this into a part-time thing someday, and so I could at least use this to potentially support myself somewhat. And then just go from there. But progress has not been in my favor, especially not in the past 2 weeks now. YouTube was kind of recommending my stuff all over the place, and that kind of stopped. And I don't know what changed. Content didn't change, streams kept the same. I still have randomly uploaded YouTube Shorts, but, you know, you can get 10,000 views with a YouTube Short and get nothing out of it, not a single subscriber. And YouTube sometimes recommends Shorts, and sometimes doesn't. Because, like, the last 2 or 3 I did get, like, 200, 300 views, and then the ones before that literally got, like, 10,000, 9,000 views. Looking forward to traveling to the U.S. That's a big expense for traveling. Or a biggest expense in your planning. Yeah, traveling overseas is expensive as hell. I personally would not do it. Even though I am in the U.S. is crap, but it's better than a lot of places. But I would not attempt to save money to travel outside the country. I don't even travel outside my own state because I don't have enough money for frickin' gas. And I have a 60-mile drive, basically, to the next state over, to Indiana. Maybe not quite 60, I don't know the exact mileage, but that's... I mean, there and back, even to the state border, would be probably about $30, $40 for a tank of gas. And then that would not include anything else I would do while traveling there. It would just be driving there and straight back. Yeah, you got here through recommendations. Yeah. The thing is, there were times where I would have like 10 random people showing up at once. Like 10 random people that have never been here before, all getting recommended at once, showing up and chatting. And now you've been the only random person that's chatted this entire stream. Everybody else was people who have been here before. And keep in mind, 6,000 subscribers plus. Where are any of them? I mean, Benny was here earlier, Unusual or whoever, I don't know what they're actually called. There was here for a while, quite a long time. And, you know, they weren't even on YouTube. They were on Twitch. And my Twitch is insanely crappy. But it's whatever. I don't disagree that I need to probably start making YouTube videos instead of streaming every single day. Or I need to just find a balance between both, but the problem of making YouTube videos with me is like I'm not an entertaining person. I really am not. I'm not good at commentary through videos without a live stream. I just comment the same crap all the time. Or I complain a lot. And then video editing is just annoying as hell. And even for the most basic editing of just cutting things out is annoying for me. Most people prefer Twitch. They do, but my Twitch has not gone anywhere, and I've done more streaming on Twitch than I have on YouTube at this point. And more people just show up on YouTube. And I would rather have 10 people consistently on YouTube than 10 people on Twitch, because it would actually be... I'd probably grow more on YouTube than I would on Twitch at that point. It's nighttime, by the way. I mean, it's nighttime in real life, too. It's 7:20 p.m., and so it's getting late. I still need to shower and eat dinner and then go to work in the morning. Really wish I could just go to work and work as many hours as I would like to and not have to deal with everybody's crap and just get overtime. If I could get 10 hours of overtime a week, man, I'd be set. Yeah, I don't even know what to respond to that one, but no, I just had the person who basically I took their position from because they moved out of state, but they stayed with the company, just moved to a different store because they got a girlfriend and moved out with them, with her. I basically worked under him for a while, well, for more than a while, for like almost 2 years. He trained me on basically every single damn thing I know in that store, and then some. And I took his position, and I still will not get as much as he was ever paid, and I definitely don't get the respect that he had. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm kind of an unintentional asshole, but I get more shit done, I would say, than any other employee there. And that's not me, like, sitting in high boots or whatever the hell you want to call it. That's not me sitting on a damn throne. That's me, like, genuinely, the amount of shit I do every single day and the amount of other people's shit I do every day. There's, like, I just do so much shit. And that's it. You would love being able to work as much as you want. I mean, I don't really mind working, but the problem is my current workplace is just a shit show with management and some other people. And that one of the youngest employees and the youngest full-time employee knows better than damn near every single adult that works there. Well, I guess I am an adult, but I know better than, for most things, than just about anybody there. And time and time again, I proved that I know better than management on so many damn things. And me and, technically the person that's above me, but that's not how the relationship work-wise works. So there's like a receiving lead person, technically a receiving manager, but they're not a manager. And then there's me, who is shipping, who technically has no correlation with that, but considering I unload all the trucks for her, and I do a lot more other heavy lifting things with a forklift and other things for her, because that's what the guy before me did, and it just kind of works out well. Technically, she is above me, but we're kind of just equals in that. There was a situation, I think Tuesday, with one of our assistant managers who used to be the store manager at another store in the state, and he stepped down for very obvious reasons, and she kind of knew him before, and so she knows how much of a piece of shit he is. We were simply trying to count something, and from a distance he yells, 5 per layer, when we were trying to double check that this was correct for checking it for inventory purposes when it came off a truck. He yelled across the entire receiving that it's 5 per layer. It wasn't 5 per layer. He was so damn confident in that statement. And he was just simply wrong. Every fucking time a manager tries to correct me on something, they have always been wrong. And I've gotten to the point where I'm considering just taking pen and paper and writing down time, date, and the manager and situation of every single thing, and then just showing them to them and just telling them, stay the fuck out of my way at this point, because every single time you've tried to prove me wrong, you failed. Every single time this almost kid has known better than you in every single damn situation. Yeah. Management, besides these two assholes, have learned to just basically leave me alone because I'll do more shit. I'll get more things done than anybody else will if they just plain and simply leave me alone. Hiring more people will solve everything. Not in my place. Not in my place. Hiring more people just leads to more people that I have to clean up after somehow. Which is sad. That's how it's been ever since I took this position. Which, by the way, I also got screwed over for 2 years out of full-time position, but that's fine. They don't understand how things should go. These are all people who have been working in retail longer than I've been outside of school. These are people that have been in retail for like 20, 30 years. People who have been managers for other companies too. Hell, two of these people were managers for Walmart. And, well, I definitely know better than they do. Proved them wrong several times. The last store manager we had, I mean, he was a smart guy, but man, he did not have common sense sometimes. And I don't think there was a single time where we had a debate on something and I was the one who lost. It was either we were both wrong, we were both right, but in different ways, or my way was the better way, or my thought was the one that was correct, or my actions were the correct one compared to his. And that kind of got proved the first 2 weeks that he worked there when I contacted corporate about something that technically I was wrong in, because corporate thought all these things were fine and not unsafe, when in fact every single one of them was an OSHA violation that should have been reported right then and there, that could have gotten our store in a lot of trouble because our manager just did whatever the hell he wanted. But corporate was on his side, but for legal situations and safety, everything else was on my side. But I'm just some dumb kid who doesn't know what they're doing, apparently. And that's it. I come in, I do my job and other people's job, and then I basically get reamed at for either not getting things done quick enough when, I mean, nobody offered to help. That manager that fucking made the audacity, or had the audacity to make a certain comment that really pissed me off twice. That, yeah, next time they ask me about something like that, I'm just going to tell them, why don't you just do it your damn self? Since clearly I'm not doing it quick enough for you, even though I literally have not, I don't even take breaks at work because I can't. You got promoted last week, you've been working there for like 4 to 5 months, people just don't know the job. Well, hopefully you're good at your job if you got promoted for it. Hopefully they don't screw you over like they did me. Yep. Oh well, that's how life is. I can't even get promoted anymore, but I cannot be promoted. My position, one, doesn't have anything higher because it's just one position. There's nothing above it or below it. I can't become a manager because family working at the same store. Also, if I became a manager, I would be working 50 to 60 hours a week and almost make the same amount of money. I would just be on salary. And so, yep. Just go quicker. That's not what they have ever said to me. It's usually the thing of, are you working on this? Or are you going to be working on this? And it's been 2 of the ASMs that both are assholes. We know this. And they several times have had the audacity to ask me if I was even doing something as I was doing it, or as I was doing something that I would be doing that next because I had to do that other thing before that because I couldn't do the other thing without doing the first thing. Yep. It's a lot of stupid crap. And I get to go back there again tomorrow and deal with 3 trucks when corporate decided to say, hey, we're not going to tell you you have 3 trucks tomorrow. We're not going to give you 24 hours notice at least. We're just going to drop it in there right before you leave for the day and just good luck at that with 7 in the morning when you see it at 4 p.m. the previous day. So we're not even going to give you a full day's notice that, hey, you have 3 trucks you have to unload and figure out what to do with. By the way, we don't even need 2 of those trucks. Don't know what we're gonna put, where we're gonna put any of that, but management, every time they give me an idea of where to put things, it doesn't work. Except for one time with mowers, like riding mowers. I won't lie, I didn't think of this idea. She did, store manager. It was simple, I should have thought of it, but it worked, and it worked out for the better, actually. But besides that, that's the only time. I also don't go to management about things anymore. I just don't, because they're not helpful. They don't know better, usually. 99% of the time they don't. But I do quite often go to other people to get other ideas, to at least, if I can't come up with a good idea for something that I think we have a better thing for, and they can maybe give me a partial idea, we can work together and find out, okay, yeah, this will be better than what I originally thought and what you originally thought. But there's not a lot of people there that I can ask for things like that. Hell, I can't even ask for somebody to help on a forklift anymore, because last time I asked somebody, I asked them, so I first jokingly asked them if they would go outside and help me with something, then I said, okay, so if I honestly asked you if you would help me with this, would you? And they told me no. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they just told me no without just saying the word no. And that was the day I learned that even the person who I'm closest with at work, that I work with every day, still won't help me with something like that if I legitimately ask them for it. They openly told me that. So yeah. And then other times I've asked for help for certain things, and in the end, people just make everything harder and take longer. So I've just learned to do everything myself. If I need to move something that's several hundred pounds by myself, without a jack or a forklift, I get it moved. Or I use the forklift anyways, because I know how to do that thing better than anybody else there, and I've only been on it for not even 3 years. And I know better than people who have been on it for longer than I've been alive. And that's not a joke either, sadly. There is one guy, our last store manager, he was on a forklift for 40 years, because I asked him when he first started, because I didn't even know if he was forklift certified, technically. He told me he had been on it for 40 years, and I told him, you've been on it for twice as long as I've been alive. I still know better how to drive it than him. He also damaged that forklift that he drove because he never took his foot off the gas. He drove with 2 feet, which you can drive with 2 feet on a forklift with a clutch brake, but you don't use the brake and the gas at the same time, which he did all the time. Kept his foot on the gas, just kept the engine revved all the time, did everything with the engine revved up, didn't matter what gear he was in, and he definitely damaged the reverse gear on that forklift, and broke the steering wheel, or broke the handle on the steering wheel, because I know it was him because he was the only one that was driving it at that time, and he also did something else to that forklift, but I can't remember what it was. People are just dumb, or at least they pretend to be in order to be lazy. No, these are people that just think they know what they're doing and they just don't. I've really been just ranting on for the past half an hour. I was going to end stream around 7 p.m. It is now 7:30. I've been going on for 2 hours. I have stuff I gotta go do. I gotta go take a shower. I gotta go to the bathroom too. Gotta take a shower, eat, let my hair dry before I go to bed, even though that probably still won't happen. And I just need to relax probably for the evening. So I'm going to go ahead and head out. I also need to stop talking because my voice is getting hoarse and my throat is getting very sore. I also keep forgetting to drink anything because I'm just sitting here with my mind going left and right now, a million miles an hour because of work stuff. But hopefully you enjoyed. You're the only one here, B-Gase, but hopefully you can come back. If you don't, I won't take it personally. I never do. Well, one person I used to, and then I kind of forgot about them. But besides that, you come back if you want to. It's your life, your time, you do what you want. I'm going to go ahead and head out. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever. And I will probably stream tomorrow again around the same time, unless something stupid happens at work, which has been happening slowly more and more over time, which is why I didn't stream yesterday. So, hopefully you enjoyed. Don't know how you got an ad, but that's bad timing. Anyways, goodbye.